Hello. It's Kev B. I'm back. It's Mr. Believe, baby. And today we're going to be talking about Turo. What's up, man? Today we're talking about Turo, man. I know I gave, in a previous video, I was talking about the different ways or different streams of income that I have. And I just wanted to touch on one of those incomes because I know it's becoming a little more popular now, is the Turo app. And those who are not familiar with Turo is a platform similar to an Airbnb, but for cars. So what I would like to call it, depending on the way you have it set up, the way I have it set up, it's semi-passive. There are other people who may have the Turo app set up where I still think it's semi-passive, because passive income by definition is something that you do one time, you never have to do it again, and it continues to bring you money. With Turo, you constantly, you still have to do work every time, but the work that you have to do is minimal. Even the setup is easy. It's less than 10 minutes to set your car up on the platform. And when you're doing the check-ins or the pickups or the drop-offs, literally 5 minutes tops. So I'm going to be talking more and more about Turo in the coming days, coming weeks, coming months. I'll drop videos as I get inspired, and we're going to create a series on the channel just dedicated to Turo. So a little bit about what I have when I've been doing Turo. So right now I've been doing Turo for gonna be about a year and a half now. In that year and a half total, I have made about we did 2,000 last year, 1,500 the first year. We did almost 3,000 the first year. Count my wife's account. 2,500 last year, 6.5. We made about $6,000 in about, I'd say, 19 months, 20 months, roundabout. $6,000 is not bad in about 20 months, being that we've had one car for the majority of that. We've just added a second car recently. One car that I have is a Nissan Altima. The second car that I just recently added is a Nissan Versa. If you want to check out my profile, click the link in the description. It's called my Turo account or my Turo bio, whatever, something I call it like that, something to that nature. It's there. You can click it. You can check out the vehicles that I have on the platform. Right now it's only 2, and I plan to grow that exponentially this year. So I have a Nissan Versa, a Nissan Altima, a 2017 Nissan Altima, and a 2012 Nissan Versa. And they're both doing exactly what I need them to do. The Altima is my wife's car. So that car is kind of like a part-time on the platform. This car that I'm driving is my own. It's a Mazda. It's not on the platform. So that's why sometimes you see me switching to different cars in the videos. This is my everyday car. But sometimes when I have something going on with Turo, you might see me in the Versa or the Altima, or I might be driving my dad's truck. All depends on just the moving parts. But yeah, so today I just want to talk about today, because today was an interesting day. In later videos, I'll go into those other things. I'll show you how to get set up on the platform. We'll talk about preparing for your pre-trip inspection, what insurance claim. This is the whole nuance of it. We're going to dig more into the Turo. But today, I just want to talk about my specific day today on the Turo platform. So what happened to me today? So I had a rental that was supposed to be picked up today at 5 a.m. originally. But Turo allows for guests to adjust their trips as many times as they want within the trip, which I think is very cool. It makes it very convenient if you have something last minute come up, or if you have to change your flight. A lot of my riders, which I spoke on a lot of previous video, a lot of my renters come from out of town and out of the country. Being that I'm in South Florida, it's a major vacation spot, so we get a lot of people from Canada saying a lot. I've only had 35 round trips, but I've had a good amount. And 35 trips, $6,000. Just do that for yourself on average what I'm doing per trips. But yeah, so it's mostly people from other countries or up north for the most part. So today I had to get the car. Originally it was 5. They changed it to 4. So I wanted to get there on time to make sure, I love to be on time for my trips. I usually, my routine is to get there 15 to 30 minutes early. I might go get a drink from the airport while I'm waiting, or, grab a snack, might eat, listen to a podcast, to an audio book, something of that nature. Not in a hurry. Just waiting for the car to get there. But today, lo and behold, I set my alarm, and I just realized probably maybe 30 minutes ago, as this is the afternoon now, I set my alarm for 3 a.m. so that I could get up, catch my Uber, and get to the airport by 4 a.m. Normally, what I've been doing now, when I go to the airports, I've been catching the bus, which I really enjoy because it gives me time to check my emails, return emails, listen to audiobooks and podcasts. The commute is about an hour, so I get good time done within that, good things done within that hour. And I get there, drop the car, or whatever. But this time it was 4 o'clock in the morning. There's no buses running at this time, so I have to take the Uber, which I still like because it's cheaper than taking it during peak hours or during the regular time during the day. So it still was a good rate, $20. Wasn't too bad. So the kicker is I didn't wake up in time. I over freaking slept, man. I was so pissed off. You don't understand. I woke up, I said, I was pissed off with myself, man. You know that feeling? I was supposed to be there at 4, and I woke up, I saw my phone, and said 4:48. 4:48 at Miami International Airport. So it's not like, they're gonna drop it off at my house, and I fell asleep. It's at the airport, and I do curbside pickups. So anybody who's familiar with Miami International Airport, my mind was going crazy. I said, oh, dang it. Luckily, I had an experienced renter this time, and they just, did some procedures, parked the car inside of the parking garage next to where they were supposed to depart from the airport, so it wasn't far. They put it in a location where it was easy to find. They took great photos, so I was able to track the car down. And man, I felt so bad, but I'm glad that they were understanding, because I should have gone to bed on time, but I was doing other things. I got off work at 11. My wife had a video shoot. It was just so many things going on. So I didn't even go to bed. When I was laying down to close my eyes before 3, it was 2 a.m. Also keep that in mind. So it was crazy. I was pissed off, but got down there. The car was in great condition. Got the car back, no problems. They took the proper pictures. They did everything they did. I got there, I took my pictures and got the car checked in, and it was good, man. But that was a scary thing, because it's like, what if it was a person who wasn't a motivated thinker, or somebody who who was new to the platform, who just wouldn't know what to do? Luckily, she was able to call Turo. She was able to set the car up, put it in a good place, leave me messages and everything. Was very communicative. Loved it. I even gave her a 15% discount on her next trip if she comes again. I loved it. Gave her 5 stars because, man, I royally screwed that one up. But that just goes to show you that this rental car thing, you can make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes as an entrepreneur. Up until that time, my track record with picking up my cars has been 100%. I've been perfect, but now I have a blemish. She didn't leave me a review, which I don't mind, because it neither hurts or helps me. So it's neutral, cool. I'm not seeking one. I usually always, when I pick up the vehicles, I ask the people, hey, if you enjoyed the ride, leave me a 5-star review. And I've pretty much, if they haven't left a review, I've gotten 5-star except for this one person, which I will tell that story on another video. I just don't want to delve into that right now. But so I got the car, got back home. Now, mind you, my next rental was at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So now I get back home, like, I'm not going to sleep this time. I'm not going to sleep this time. You're not going to get me twice in one day. So I get home, I get ready. I just recently got this vehicle. The tag just came in. So I put the tag on the car. It was on a paper tag all this time, which also, if you just get a car, you get a paper tag. It's a brand new car. Literally, I got the vehicle on a Monday. It was rented out by Friday. I put it on the platform on Wednesday. It was rented Friday. Got it Monday, loaded it on Wednesday. It was rented Friday. And since that Friday, I've had the car no more than 48 hours at my house at a time. It's always been gone, always been out. Always been out. Just like I just told you with this story, I had to pick up the car at 4. It went right back out at 9. So even when I get it, this car, when I get it back on Monday, it goes right back out again on Wednesday. So every 48 hours, if it comes back, it's gone again, and it's making me money. I'm loving it. So back to the story. I had to get there by 9 o'clock. So I get there on time. I take my pictures. I do everything I'm supposed to do, but my renter is unresponsive. Mind you, they're supposed to be there at 9. I wind up falling asleep in the car. I got there at about 8:30, I would say, early, because I just had a scare where I was completely late, missed my whole appointment. So now I'm here extra early, get there, fall asleep, wind up waking up at 10:30 only to find out that my renter still hasn't contacted me. And they were supposed to get there at 9. They didn't give me their flight number, but they told me the airline. So I just went to look, and I saw that their airline had a few delayed flights. So I said, okay, possibly they could be delayed. So what do you do in that situation? You can't get in contact with your renter. They're renting it from the airport, and you're waiting now 2 hours. And they were supposed to pick it up an hour and a half before. So what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do the same thing that my renter did for me. So I just parked the car near the terminal, parked the car in the parking garage closest to where their airline most likely terminal would be. Because at the airport in Fort Lauderdale, certain airlines are usually in certain terminals. Some of them are and others can be in multiple, but the airline she was traveling is predominantly in a specific, the 4th terminal. So I parked closest to the 4th terminal, right by the exit, and I just left the car there. And it got till about, I'd say like 12:30. Hadn't heard from her. So now, mind you, she had to rent the car at 9. 10:30 comes. I wake up like, okay, I need to go. I don't know where she's at, but I don't know if she's not coming, but I do see delayed flights. But when I checked the delayed flights, the latest one that I saw was supposed to be delayed till 1. So I said, okay, I'm not gonna sit here till 1 o'clock, but that's a couple of hours. You know, she'll probably pay like maybe $20 max if she has to get out of there. So I proceeded to park the car. So now it's 12:30, nothing, crickets. Just like what you heard in my car right now, crickets. And I'm just like, okay. So I get Turo on the phone, and they're like, hey, it's an unresponsive. What do you want to do? If you want to make this trip as an unresponsive guest, we can do that for you. And you'll still get paid for the time and dropping off the car, and they'll still be charged. I said, you know what? I'm going to give it till 3 o'clock. Because the flight was delayed till 1, 2 more hours. You know, worst case scenario, I'll still get paid, so I can still cover whatever I had to pay to get get the car out of the garage now. You know what I'm saying? But if she didn't come by 3 o'clock, you know, then it's over. So I gave her a grace period. So I said, okay, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So this is like the energy of lateness has just been flowing today. Would you know, in 30 minutes later, she contacts me. Flight just landed. I'm here, happy to go. So all I did was, before I left, I took pictures of where the car was parked, and I had them saved on my phone. So when you're doing a remote pickup, a remote handoff, and a remote handoff is when you're not gonna physically hand the keys to the person. So there's steps that you have to take when you're doing a remote handoff. I will make another video about that as well, because this video is already getting pretty long, and I don't like my videos to be about, you know, a certain length. And I don't want to bore you guys to death with my stories. But if you want to know more, just put some in the comments and I'll do some more videos on Turo. So I did my pictures, I set it up so that I set up certain parameters for her to be able to check in. So she had to, you know, I showed her where the car was, you know, she had to take a picture of her ID, you know, selfies, things like that nature, to make sure that I could verify her remotely. I let her know where I kept the key so that she could get the key, and everything was smooth, man. Like, she landed, she was in the car within 30 minutes out the airport and on her trip. And I just wanted to tell that story because, man, this is the first time, this is the first time when I had two firsts. First time, it's not the first time that I had two rentals the same day, but it's the first time that I was late for my pickup and my renter was late on the same day. Like, that, what are the odds of that? That was the most biggest thing for me. And it was like just nerve-wracking going through this. First, being late to pick up the car at the airport, hoping that my car isn't towed, and you know, you're just thinking the worst, especially when you wake up late. But then to see the messages and be relieved, but then still you got to get down there and check it out. It was just like a lot of anxiety. Glad that was over. And then to get to the airport in Fort Lauderdale and be like, oh God, here we go again. Now this person's late, and wondering, are they gonna make it? I just thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe you don't think it's interesting, but I think it's pretty interesting. And I know somebody else out there probably will. So, hey man. So that's what this video was about today. It was about my day doing Turo. If you want to, not even if you want to see, man, like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I will be doing a playlist on Turo coming in the coming days, months, weeks and months, as I said. And I'll give you guys more insight into Turo. We'll do the whole shebang, from check-in to setup to picking your insurance, the whole 9 yards. So if you have any questions that you specifically that you want me to answer and go through on Turo, leave that comment in the section and I'll get to that video first. You know, first come, first serve. Once again, it's Kev B. Yee, man. Peace. Hey, I'm back, man. If you like these videos, you like the information that you're getting, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment at the end of these videos, and let's talk about it. Peace.